So this question is asked in GATE. So we have only one question from GATE so far in this topic, but this time we might get one more question. Okay, so in this question what they have given is basic blocks are given and the control flow graph is given. So control is basically flowing like this. So after these three statements, either the control can go this side or this side based on the conditions. Those conditions are not given. Okay, and then after this statement, so this, okay, so after this statement control will go here, after this statements control will go here, and after this statement control is going to basic block 1. So they have given 4 basic blocks, and luckily in 3 of the basic blocks there are only 1 statement, and in the first basic block there are 3 statements. Okay, now they didn't ask any question on basic block number 1. The reason is, if they have to ask a question about what are the variables that are live in basic block 1, that will be confusing, because if you see in basic block 1, in statement number 1, inside it, P is dead here because P is being defined, but again P is used here, therefore at this statement P is alive, right? So the same variable is both dead at a point and alive at a point. So you can't really say how many variables are live or how many variables are dead, because if you see about P, you can't say whether it is live or dead. It is both live as well as dead, and the same thing is true with S also. So S is defined here, which means it is dead. S is used here, which means it is alive, right? So here it is alive and here it is dead. So that is why they didn't ask any question based on basic block 1. The question is, what are all the variables that are alive both in statement basic block number 2 and basic block number 3. Okay, so whenever we have many statements in a basic block, what questions they could ask is, what are the variables alive before the basic block and what are the variables alive after the basic block. These kind of questions they can ask if they have to ask a question on basic block 1, right? Now for this question, based on the previous discussion whatever we had so far, we could directly answer this one. Okay, about basic block 2 and basic block 3, we could directly answer it based on whatever we discussed so far. Now at 2 and 3, let's analyze. So since they have asked only about 2 and 3, let's leave out 4 and 1 and we'll analyze only about 2 and 3. Okay, so what are all the variables that are present in basic block in all these 4 basic blocks is, one is P, Q, R is there, S, V, U are there, isn't it? Yeah, so 6 variables. Okay, so the variables are P, Q, R, S, U and V. So we have all these 6 variables. Okay, and we have to analyze only at 2 basic blocks, 2 and 3. That is why basic block 2 and basic block 3. Okay, now let's look at basic block number 2, this one. So clearly R and U are used, therefore they are live. Okay, R and U are live. Now what about P? So if you see this basic block 2, is it going to any statement where P is used? So the flow is like this and the flow is like this. P is used here, but the problem is before this usage of P it is defined, that is why it is dead. Are you getting it? Even though this is a basic block, I am just analyzing it as if it is a sequence of statements. Okay, so before you reach this usage, it is being defined, that is why it is dead. Now coming to Q. So again for 2, see if Q is being used anywhere. Only path from 2 is to 4, and here it is clearly defined, therefore we will not be able to reach any usage of Q without going through this definition, therefore Q is dead. Now what about S? Again the same thing, right? So if you see this, we are going like this and we are going like this. And here if you observe it, before the usage of S, S is defined here. That is why S is dead. What about V? So V is clearly defined here, right? Therefore it is dead. So these are all the variables which are alive. R and U are the variables which are alive in 2. Okay. Now let's see 3. So in 3, if you observe it, S and U are used, therefore they are live. So S and U are live. Okay. And now Q is defined, therefore it is dead. What about P? So from here, can we get to any usage of P before definition? If you see this, we go like this, right? So P before defining, before usage, P is defined here, therefore it is dead. What about R? So from 3, if you go to, it is going to statement number 4, where R is, used, therefore R is live. Now what about V? From 3, we are going to statement number 4 and V is used there, right? Therefore V is live. Why? Because there are no definitions of V in between. That is why V is live, right? So if you observe it, the question is, what are the variables that are live both in 2 and 3? They are not asking before or after. They are directly asking inside 2 and 3. That is the question. Okay. Therefore the answer is these two, R and U. Okay. So whenever they ask you about what are the statements live at a statement, then you do the analysis which we did right now. Later we'll see an algorithm where we'll see what are the variables that are live before the basic block and what are the variables that are live after the basic block. They are called as live in and live out. So that is that process is not very easy. In the sense, you will not be able to do it in 1 or 2 minutes. You might take 3 or 4 minutes, but still we look at that process. Okay. Hopefully if we get these kind of questions, we can directly answer them like this. Okay, fine.